Some weird shit happened the last time we played.
Yeah. Yeah. We are in a place that is not where we were before. Seemingly. Oh, what's it? Tell me a little bit about this Mad Nomad core that I'm looking at here.
Oh yeah, what's the map?
I feel like that was just more supplement shit.
You just opened a parcel for me. What's this new parcel?
They
Bobbing
changed
Lily.
how things are listed in this again.
Oh, what parcel? What are you talking about?
A parcel just opened up for some reason. It was Watts's bobbing lily pad.
Oh, I don't know why that was open,
evolve?
but yeah, but okay, that's weird.
Yeah, no.
What map are we on?
Yep, I was trying to open up images so I could do.
Yep.
Had
Hold on,
gotten
I
it
was
opened
just
up for
opening.
me.
It's is it this one? Nope, it's Annulus of Eternity 2.
Oh yeah, the Annulus of Eternity.
The Anus.
I see. I see. You're not actually on that map.
Are we actually on one then?
No, that is the map that you were on when we last left. I was setting up something else, and I pushed where I wanted your tokens to be, and I think I inadvertently that dust teleported you to this other map, which was not my intention. I thought it would make a copy, but that's apparently not how that works. So let me put you back on the map.
Because last time I checked, we were technically on the map that was Amber Temple Curse of Strahd?
Yeah, Annulus of Eternity 2 is.
All right.
Is there technically a 3? Or did you put all of the layers onto one?
No, there is an Annulus of Eternity 1, but that was the map that you came in on, and then you went downstairs.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure if this is the specific tiles you were in, but you were all arrayed around this particular sarcophagus, which you had opened. Well, it was partially opened anyway, to be fair. The inside of which appeared kind of like a bank of fog, with what you presume was a headless corpse, because outside of the sarcophagus was a rather large, strange skull, which, as I recall, YOLO picked up and put into the sarcophagus, which is where we left off.
Yeah.
You're right. So, I am going to start there in just a moment. I need to make some changes to the combat tracker. The last thing I had you all do was initiative, and that is because the moment that the skull settles into the sarcophagus, there is a sense almost like being on a roller coaster at the top of the first drop, you know, where you feel gravity sort of fall out from underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, your view of the world around you does a almost like a tube TV with a magnet next to it thing, where everything sort of skews in a sine wave for a moment. And then you swear to God, you see artifacting, like squares of repeated pixels. But I mean, it's not a 2D image, so that's weird. And then everything goes black. Now, I'm going to go put you back on the map that I was fucking around.
So we just found the warp gate to the next level?
Something
Maybe.
like that, or we all just took big doses of DMT. That said, I mean, that's this whole adventure, isn't it?
Okay, let me share this with you.
On a certain level, I kind of wish when you wow, this window's all sorts of buggedy.
Oh, hold on. Let me set the darkness. Why is the lighting not working?
I kind of wish when you were shifting between maps, if we have the previous one zoomed in a little bit, like the up arrow, it just replaces it.
Yep, I would
Yeah.
like that to be the case too. I wholeheartedly agree. Okay. So the darkness seems total at first. And then you get a whiff of like, have you ever smelled like pool acid? You know, like swimming pool acid? It's got that sort of like astringent burn.
I could imagine.
I can smell my brain cells rotting away as we speak.
Oh, that
Yeah.
funky chlorine burny smell of there's too much in there.
Hey, it was a spermy smell.
Yeah, not so much chlorine, but the opposite, the pool acid, which is hydro
Muriatic.
Is it muriatic? Whatever.
Yeah.
But the point is it like chlorine, it does burn. It just has a slightly different flavor, for lack of a better way to put it. But there's also a scent of like smoke in the air. After maybe a heartbeat or two, you begin to sort of become aware of. Can I do this? Hold on, I'm playing with the game. 1 second. Yeah, that's probably not gonna. That's a torch. That's too bad. All right, so I'll do it. Well, you know what? I'll still do it as a torchlight. I'm just gonna set the color 1 second. There. This one doesn't make this. Right there. Okay. There we go. You become aware of light. And in fact, you become aware that the stone under your feet is no longer stone, but is in fact prairie grass, for lack of a better way to put it. You know, not a picturesque lawn, but wild weeds and flowers and grasses. No higher than your ankle, though, so it might as well.
Whose ankle?
A normal human's ankle.
Perfect. Half
So
cover.
YOLOs. Yeah.
Fucking dope.
You become immediately aware of a bank of green fire emitting an acrid smoke directly to your northeast, just a few, just 10 or 15 feet away from you. Further in the distance, you can see a red fire and additional green fires. As you look around, it's very obvious this isn't a real space, or if it is, it's an interdimensional pocket of some sort, as the whole thing seems to be no more than maybe 50 feet. Spoilers, it's 30 times 5 feet across, but regardless. But the point is, it's a very obviously small and compressed space. It's encircled by a ring of white fog that is impenetrable, just like the fog that surrounds the Fey realms you have seen so far. I'm not sure if you can actually see it from where you are. Can you guys see the whole field in the light? It should be relatively well illuminated.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, good. Yeah, so across the field, there is a single structure. It looks kind of like an elevator, but like an 1800s glass, like a Wonka-vator sort of structure. It is also merrily on fire and spitting cinders of red sparks all around. In front of it, standing atop a black nightmare, is a knight of some sort. I say it's a knight because it's wearing plate armor. It's very obviously a knight.
Sitting, right? Not standing on the back of the horse.
Well, see, he is astride the horse.
Okay. That's what I thought you meant, but you said standing, and I was like, that is a weird mental image.
Yeah. Think of it as standing in his stirrups if you want.
For sure. My initial image was standing on the bare back of his nightmare, like, a trick rider, right? Like a cowgirl.
You're right, surfing it. Yeah, totally. No, but
Money somehow, right?
he holds the reins in one hand and a flaming battle axe in another. The nightmare itself is all black, save for burning hooves and a red fire from its mouth. It stamps the ground impatiently. And we will begin? Question mark?
Maybe if they have initiative.
Nope. I believe we're starting with you.
Picture. I'm trying to find it.
All right.
Brom totally did the image of the dude on his
They're not on the tracker.
with his axe in one hand.
Oh, they are. I just forgot to show them to you. There you go.
Death's head. Thanks for the picture.
All right. Despite all of the fire, I kind of want to do like a con check to know whether or not he's immune to fire, perhaps. You know what? Actually, that probably doesn't help as much.
That's Ichabod Crane over there.
Yeah. I don't know if...
Well, he does have a head. It's the skull that you gave him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he should.
Yeah, you put it back on his body.
He should be very nice to me then. I gave him a head.
Right. Got your head.
Right. It's obviously the same type of spirit as Frosty the Snowman.
I think I'm going to just kind of start moving like away and around from... That's not 10, that's 5.
Okay, so we have a wall of green fire in front of us, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at 4, 5, maybe moving over here. All right, and
Better. That's actually what it should look like. There we go.
oh, cool.
Alrighty. You approved that
And
for some reason.
I think I'm gonna bonus action, magic stone, and ready in action to chuck it. Or actually, ready in action to fire it with the sling. The slingshot.
Okay. What's your trigger for the ready?
If he comes at us menacingly, like he's gonna try to attack us, which I kind of expect he is, then I'll attack.
Okay.
I think that'll be it for my turn.
All right. YOLO.
Sounds like it's my turn.
Yeah.
I had to beep at you.
Yeah. That is a big fire. Big green fire. It's been a while since I've played YOLO.
I have the same thought. I'm currently going through my shit going, it's been a minute since I've been Jory.
How do I work?
Measurement tool. Where is the measurement tool?
Wrong engine.
There's a measurement tool in this, isn't there?
Isn't there one towards the top that you can click on?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, maybe? Question mark? I don't know.
Target mode, target enemies, target friendly units, shortcut viewer, toggle navigation panel.
If you target the enemy, like you should be able to, it should draw a line between you and them, telling you the distance.
It
Or
does
it
not.
used to.
You see that?
Yeah, it does.
not. It doesn't.
Oh, I can-
Oh, there it is. It just appeared for me just now. Only
I
actually
can
that
totally
did
see
for
it.
YOLO. Not for YOLO, rather for Jory Diddlington. There it is. 80 feet.
It's YOLO. Yeah, it's YOLO on my screen.
I'm not sure how I made it where the enemy is targeting YOLO, but okay. I selected the head and then clicked you. And wow, 80. That's a good distance. Yeesh.
Yeah, I think that's actually farther than my javelin can throw. So we're just
What's
in
the
like
range on your javelin?
what was that?
What's the range on your javelin?
30 to 120.
Oh, so you could just you'd have to roll disadvantages.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to roll disadvantage. Yeah. I think this guy is menacing me, despite me giving him a head. Means that I want my head back. I'm going to set myself up next to Balian over there, and then reserve my action to throw my javelin when they come into 30 feet of me. So about that halfway mark right there between us.
All right. That sounds good to me.
This does look like just a stereotypical kind of like arena. I was thinking game design.
Yeah, certainly. If you were looking at this in like RPG terms, this is absolutely an instance fight.
Gotcha. So it's not likely that we're going to be talking to this guy.
It hasn't said anything so far, but I mean, you've had 12 seconds, so sorry, it's the same 6 seconds. So no,
Maybe-
you've had 6 seconds. You know.
Maybe then before Watson's turn, I will bang the javelin on my chest and say, "Hail thee, fiery friend and or foe. I've just given you a head. Perhaps we parlay before one of us ends up dead."
Yeah, you don't get a verbal response. However, he does take his battle axe and seems to maybe lower it in salute. It's kind of hard to tell from here.
Salute doesn't necessarily mean peace.
Yep. No, not at all. Thank you for reviving me, thus, so that we can have this fight.
Well, now I'm fairly certain my turn is done. I'll if I can, I'll stipulate throwing that javelin if he is menacingly approaching me within 30 feet.
Okay.
That's actually. Can I actually tell hostile intent with this guy?
The skull-faced dude who's on fire riding a flaming nightmare.
With the flaming battle axe. It's ambiguous.
Are you smiling? You wouldn't know, but yes, I'm smiling.
Grinning from ear to ear. A rictus grin even.
How grievous. Okay. I mean, I don't want to work off of the assumption that just because he looks like a fiery bad guy, he is a fiery bad guy. Because I mean, look at the deal behind other infernal creatures, dark elves, drows. Like, there's a lot of different species out there that show that just because it looks like it might be a bad guy doesn't mean it's a bad guy.
It says in the book, Drow are chaotic evil.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true anymore.
I don't. Yeah, I know, but I mean,
But I mean, followers of Wolf would be, and it's the state religion, so
That is not actually the only state religion anymore.
yeah, it's post-modern D&D.
yep, that's fair.
There are the renegades that have gone to others for solace.
Yeah.
I think like Saloon and a couple others.
Drizzt crawled so they could run.
Did I hear you give Dritz a compliment, sir?
No.
No, yeah, no, definitely not.
No.
That sounds like a compliment. He had to crawl so other people could figure out how to do it. Okay.
Yep,
Like,
that is what I said.
Yep.
To me, that sounds like a compliment. Like, I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm just saying that it is one.
Those words can be taken as a compliment. That's true.
Right. Say perceptions are very fluid, you know? Narratives being what they are.
But because
Yeah.
EverQuest didn't want to go with Spitties, they decided to have a dragon for their drow. The
That's
Dark
true.
Elves.
That is actually incorrect.
It-
EverQuest's Dark Elves were done by the god of, if I'm correctly, fear, and were corrupted High Elves because he didn't like something that was going on.
Oh, so they're
Okay.
Elder Scroll Dark Elves.
But
Closer, yeah.
but still, they weren't worshipping the Spitties. So
No, no. They weren't doing spitties. They were literally kidnapped and spent a number of years in the plane of fear being twisted.
sounds
It was
about
plane of fear,
right.
might be fear of hate.
Yeah, though if I
Anyways.
recall, they eventually did depose their
Evil lord.
Their jailer,
right.
but they were
and that
become so twisted that
right, but that's why the Undercity is theirs, right? If I recall.
Yeah. if I
Yeah,
remember correctly,
so-
that's also why they're not welcome into plane of fear when we actually
Well,
go into planeswalking.
Right, and they are associated with the fucking feared dragon, which is what Neuro was alluding to. I'm trying to remember what that connection is, though. I don't remember that story, but there's a whole fucking raid where you go into this castle and fight that dragon.
Yeah. That said, if I were at work, I could just ask the person who wrote it.
Yeah, totally.
Because,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Old Nagafen, yes.
it's not a fan, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, if it's old Nagafin, that's an undead dragon, not an actual dragon of
We
fear.
did now.
Well, yeah, it's a bone dragon, but yeah, exactly. All right, it's your turn, Watts. So what's up?
You know what? I'm going to operate off the stigma. I mean, he did just raise his battle axe at us and menacingly. So, yeah. I push that button. Oh,
Oh no!
it missed.
I imagine.
Yep.
You rolled a 1.
At least it just missed, though. Yep. Fires. The firebolt smashes to the ground, kind of harmlessly, about 5 feet away from your target.
It's towards the max range, anyways.
I'm sorry, Firebolt's 120. Isn't it?
Yep. That's why I used it. I miscalculated how I needed to chunk it.
Oh, I
Whatever.
see.
Yeah.
I see you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoop! I
And then
missed the
I'm gonna
roll.
move over here with my compadres.
Alrighty.
And
Oh, sorry.
How do I
didn't mean
make
to
it where
interrupt your turn.
how do I just make it where I'm no longer okay. So there we go.
Oh, just click on him again. It'll detarget him.
Yeah. I'm not liking some of these changes, but hey, anyways. Your turn.
All right. The knight charges forward on his nightmare. Yep, buddy. Thank you very much. I'll do it like that. That way it's easier. All right. Yep, charges forward, and when he does, he becomes. Oh yeah, you can hold down control, by the way, while you're hovering over tokens to get your distance. Just found that out. Jory. He charges forward. Not at all done with his charge, just out of movement. But he charges forward on his nightmare, seemingly skull fixed on you. And as he does, you become aware of, to use JRPG terms, a spiritual pressure about this night that wants to push you to your knees. Could you roll? Let's go for charisma for me as a saving throw, please.
Sure.
Nice. Well done. You managed to resist the impulse, but he's definitely given off a bad vibe.
Charisma's my only 18. My brother. If we're doing personalities, you're not me. So.
Indeed. All right. Dun, 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 dun. What is your speed? Oh, yes. Okay. That said, as the knight jumps forward on his horse, his head seems to detach itself from its body.
Oh no! Oh, it's Ghost Skull.
All right, I would probably have attacked it then.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have attacked it too.
Yep, that is a fair cop. This would be the moment to do so too.
All right. Check my actions. I think I've got it coded in.
Oh, I missed.
Purple.
So it's
Did
going
I roll
to
that
be.
correctly? Was I targeting it?
Yeah. I can't tell if you were targeting. You would have missed either way, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
The die stopped at an 8 and then rolled over to a 16. Like it stopped, it hovered, it did the and then rolled over.
Dice at the heart of the cards.
For sure.
Oh
I
god.
actually thought you modded it for a second. I was like, did you do something that changed your die?
Yep.
What?
Dramatic roll mod.
Did that hit?
Yeah, that will hit, actually. All right.
Boom.
Did it do that automatically? Doesn't look like it did. Well, that's too bad.
Nope, because it's still healthy.
Okay. Yeah, you do, in fact, manage to hit it with your keen wrist rocket. Your magic stone cracks against the skull, but doesn't seem to do any visible damage. It did rock in the air, though, so it definitely took the impact. You just think that maybe wasn't significant.
It don't forget it is hitting as a magic weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, all right. Hey guys, I don't know if we have to kill the head of the body.
My money's on the body.
Well, yeah, the body was in the thing, and we found the skull, and when we put the two together, that's when it became a monster, so.
Okay. So I think
all right. So yeah, it continues its horrifying flight towards Jory's face then, and makes a gnashing bite upon your snout,
Snoot? Why would you bite my snoot?
which is a critical hit. Oh
my god.
That's unfortunate for you.
you see, but we don't actually see those rolls, so how can we believe you?
Have I ever lied to you?
I don't know. I know I didn't see the die roll though, so I will just have to take your word for it.
I guess you will, yeah. I mean, thankfully though, it's just a bite, so
Yeah.
it's not going to do a ton of damage. You will, however, take 5 damage, and I will need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. 5 damage. Where's my hit point? Does it do it automatically in this version? No, it does not. Okay. How do I edit that?
Edit what? Oh, your damage?
Yeah.
On the combat tracker, in the wound section, just put a 5 in there.
Did it. Perfect. Okay. And then con save.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a very good con.
Oh, it is not a very good con save at all. You do find yourself restrained.
Am I not
Also,
immune to shit?
I don't think that you are. Are you immune to petrification?
Find out. I
That's,
might.
that's a shame, because you can feel your feet growing heavier by the second.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm immune to disease. That's what it is. Yeah, that's too bad.
Yep. Yeah, you got the paladin immunity.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Is I'm like, no, I'm a paladin. I know I'm immune to something. It's disease.
Oh, do you want your mage hand?
Peace, innocence.
I'm trying to remember why I had the mage hand. This has been a hot minute.
You had it out to do something. I don't remember what, to manipulate something though. But you've had it out, so technically you have it.
You know what sucks? Lay on hands cures diseases, neutralizes poison, doesn't do fuck all for petrification.
That's okay. You get to make a saving throw on your next turn, so you have a chance to break out before you actually become.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have maintained the concentration to have the mage hand.
All right,
When we did the transition bit.
I'll unsummon it then.
Because I remember it was like
Jerry.
carrying something, but I think it was like
That's cool though, because I have one other one other thing I can do. Anyway, it's my turn, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure I can disbelieve the magical effect petrification.
Yeah, you've had a long rest since you used that last.
I think I have. Last time I used it was on the poor guy that was making gold.
I don't know who that is.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you talking about?
You wouldn't. Right, that was the last time, though. The last time I made something not happen.
You're all hipster about it. Yeah, you wouldn't have heard of it.
Yeah. That's what I said. You're like, I don't know who that is. I said, yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah, what the puck are you even talking about?
Wrote someone was that guy. But that's a bonus action, so I'm going to do that after I swing my maul at that thing there.
Okay, at the head.
Yeah, like batter up. Which I think
you control. Click it. Do you have it targeted?
Control click, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I did control click it. Does it have it now?
I think you have yourself targeted.
Weird. That looks like a target. Now I go to actions. Here it is. This tab should be way farther up the chain.
Okay. On my screen, you still have yourself targeted. However, there is a target line between the two of you.
Yeah, the target is here. Hold on.
Control click on yourself.
There, I did.
Okay, now you have nobody targeted. Now control click on the skull. I don't understand why it doesn't show up as your target.
Well, it has the target symbol on it.
Yeah, here. I think this is a bug, I think there's something wrong with this version. Because I see it when you target the knight, so I think it has an issue with the distance. It's weird.
Wait, now
Anyway,
you're.
I mean, and that's not me. Yeah.
Wait, that's not you?
Nope.
Well, it was turning off and turning on but it was not. It was temporally not connected to what I was doing, which is to say, if it was actually responding to me, it was doing it.
Oh, maybe the servers are having issues. Maybe it's a latency thing.
Yes, that's what I was saying. It was latent. It was acting latent. All right, I think I have it targeted though.
Unable to target token not linked to. Oh no! Hold on a second. You are the wrong fucking token. That's the problem. Okay, try that.
Oh. But that shows it's dead.
It's not dead.
No, it's Death's Head. Death's Head petrifying.
Oh,
do I
no,
have
that works. Yeah.
All right,
Did that
then.
happen? That was weird.
Okay, so Jory needs to target his own icon and then target the Death's Head?
Roll
No,
two.
the issue was it was the wrong token.
Did I roll that advantage for some reason?
It did roll that at disadvantage, but that's because you're petrified.
Oh, okay, never mind. In that case, I'll take it. And I missed. But I also disbelieve petrification as a bonus action.
You disbelieve the petrification?
Yes, as a bonus action. So it happens after I missed.
Do them in any order, so you could have tried that first too if you wanted to.
Oh, well, then whatever. I still rolled badly twice in a row.
I guess the other one was a 9, so I guess it really wouldn't have helped.
Yeah.
All right, where is your OP power?
Oh, over here. Wait. Can I put it in the channel? How do I do that?
Yep, nope, I got it. It's all good. But that is how you do it. Yes, exactly. There's also, you can press the little speech bubble, and it'll just dump the whole thing to chat.
Nice. There you go. By the way, if you guys want to know what cool shit I can do, that's it.
Okay, so then you are no longer petrified. Which, lucky for you, actually means you get to remove 2 effects. So let me do that for you. All right, I believe that's your turn then, right? That's your action and bonus action. Are you going to move? No? Okay. You're also not appearing in this combat tracker, so let me.
No, I'm not going to move.
All right, Phelan, it is your turn.
All right.
He's a bitey boy.
He's a bitey boy.
Yeah. Oh, and he petrifies, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that out loud. It's not even a
right.
bonus action. Takes nothing. That motherfucker thought he could petrify me.
I don't know if I appreciate what they're trying to say about the efficacy of speech.
Yeah, it's a free action. Speech is a free action.
I think I'm going to drop a moonbeam on the body.
Okay.
So let me. I guess it wouldn't actually be a target thing because I'm putting down an area.
How far can you move the moonbeam?
60, so it'll stay with it.
Okay.
So if you wanted to put a circle down, or I'll try to figure it out.
Yep. Sorry, I was loading my pack, so my hands were full. Yeah.
Oh, good.
The radius on Moonbeam is what again?
10.
5 or 10?
It is a 10 and then 40 high.
You'd think they'd have some of those circles pre-drawn, just that way you can plop it down.
You'd think all the spells would have their own visual effects, yeah.
You can do oh no, that's the wrong game.
After you've drawn it? Are you serious? Unlock tokens. There we go. That's not what I want. That's really bad, guys. There we go. Okay, you can.
All right.
So I assume you want to like here. Let's do it right there, since that'll get you some forward momentum. Is that good?
Yeah, that'll be good.
All right. Can you dump Moonbeam into the chat for me, just so that I can remember? Oh, it actually throws it what I needed in the chat anyway. That's nice. Cool. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I think continuing to create space so we're not all clustered together would be a good idea. I would imagine it's going to charge straight through that fire. So I'm just going to kind of move to like here or so. Right. Actually, let me get a distance check here. How close is it? 65? Probably to here then. All right. And
hey.
Let's see how it does on that save before I roll damage.
Oh, yep. Start of its turn. It takes Moonbeam, if I remember correctly. So we'll do that when its turn comes around.
All right.
Hello, you're up.
Okay. I whiff and saw the skull eat the or try to eat a little bit of rabbit. Okay, and I'm gonna charge this guy then. And use a reckless attack. Smacked him with my sword. Does a 19
That's
or
a
a 20
crit.
hit?
That's a crit. That ain't just a hit. That's a crit.
Yeah.
You want to roll me some damage, sir?
I do want to roll you some damage. I also want to take up some health too. How do I do this? Do I do it like that? No, that's not how I do it. I think I do it like that.
Yes.
Extra 10.
It won't actually take that extra 10.
Because it's, undead.
Yeah.
But do I also gain an extra 10
You
life?
do, yeah, you do gain 10 temporary hit points, yes.
I don't know how to do that upon my character sheet.
Don't either.
Oh, I do. I just write in 10 right here in the temp. Like
perfect. That. Oh, yeah. Just like that. Yep. That's what that's for.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I'm going to smack it, do that shit, and contemplate what this thing even is. Do I know what this thing is? This monster?
Let me ask you a question. Outside of Ichabod Crane, are you familiar with the Dullahan?
Oh yeah, I named my I named
Yeah.
my skateboard Doulahan because I got a graphic tape on it of a skeleton. Because I like having the little strip of no grip tape in order to indicate where my foot usually goes. I cut off its head, and so I called it the Doulahan.
That's cute. I like that. So then, in that vein, you would guess that what you're looking at is something like a Doulahan, though you don't recall their skulls having special abilities, so you're not really sure what's up with that.
Right, right. Okay.
Does it
So
look
at
like
least
he
we know
actually did any damage to it?
The skull itself did not seem to take any damage. Watts and Phalian, though, you can roll perception for me really quick. Or insight. I'll take that too.
What about me? I'm the one who hit it.
You're busy.
Hitting it.
Yep. Phalian, you did notice that the body flinched when it took the hit.
I hurt the body. Probably have to destroy the body.
Or bag the head.
Box it if you can.
In a hat box.
Just use the storage crate and swallow it up in there.
It has to be a willing creature, doesn't it? Just throw a pouch over the head. Got an iron pot. That could work too.
Yeah, I wonder how much thrust it has with that levitation. If you can just put the pot over it and sit on it.
It just rattles around inside.
Yeah.
It's too heavy. Can't levitate it.
Probably cursing obscenities the whole time.
Just hearing.
Son of a bitch, motherfucker. Just get this man off.
Bodies appear to like know where it's like. Is it fumbling around? Is it stumbling, or is it walking?
Not in any way. It's writing, first of all, but also
right.
it does not in any way seem to miss its head. No.
Darn.
All right, you gonna do anything else, Yolo, or is that your
Oh,
turn?
sorry. Nope. I should have clicked the dragon like that. Like that. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I only have to attack. I'm not that cool of a barbarian yet.
Dragons do get multi-attack, but it's at like 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
later. Later. That can't be 3 because I'm barbarian level 4.
So you might be right on the cusp of that. Oh, hey, now shit's working. That's nice.
Cool.
Oh, that's a failure. What did you just throw at that? Toll the Dead.
Oh, that's a good one. I like Toll of the Dead. I once had an apprentice who, used that quite well. Acolyte? Is that what you call an apprentice, but, religious?
Right? So that one is
Technically, no.
Initiate, I think, is actually what you were looking for.
Yes.
Padawan.
Yeah, Padawan, that would also work. Acolyte is kind of correct, I guess, but that's more like, like if there were like levels, that's not level 1,
Yeah.
I actually want to say a Padawan's higher than an initiate.
Yeah, Padawan's definitely higher than an initiate, for sure. Padawan is closer to Acolyte, in fact, I would argue.
Okay, so it partially resisted, so I think it took like 1 damage.
He did take 1 damage, but here's the thing. You literally see the flake of bone that you cut out of the skull. The skull itself took that damage. It didn't transfer to the body.
I shared that with the group. Like, that's kind of weird.
You're kind of weird. Wait, this is not the right time. Okay.
Necrotic damage actually damaged it, huh?
Well, wait, then it should have taken 10 necrotic damage, shouldn't it?
Well, it felt like it was partially resisted, so it accidentally took a little bit of the damage. But yeah,
No, it didn't take your 10 necrotic because it's explicitly immune by the sword's effect.
Oh.
That said, from what Watson experienced, I can tell you that it would have taken 5, not 10.
See.
Interesting.
Yeah, partially resisted.
and did my action. I feel like I want to. I think I'm going to move to there. And Dragon Head.
Okay. Here we go.
Do that save throw first.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, is get its stat block open so I could do that.
Yep.
That one is that con? Let me
Mm,
scroll back up. Yep, con DC 14. All right, let's go. Well, that's a fail. Oh no, that's a pass. I forgot. Okay. So it rolled a 10, but with its bonus, that's a 17, just so you know.
okay.
So I believe that means it doesn't take damage.
I think it's a half damage because it's a slotted spell.
Yeah, you want to hold on, let me scroll back up. Here, I'll click the actual text into the chat.
Half on a successful. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, roll me damage and then I'll take half that. All right.
8 radiant.
Yep, I need to take 8 of that out. That should be perfect. Okie dokie.
Oh, actually, no, it should be 16 radiant.
No, because it's half of your 2d10, so that's 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Right, because
it just didn't automatically have it. That's all.
it's not weak to radiant. Okay.
Yep, that is correct.
All
Okay.
Now it gets its turn.
Yep, scorching in the moonlight. There's
And if
actually,
it's-
you can see it.
If it's a shapeshifter, now's the time for it to be revealed.
Yep, it is not a shapeshifter, or if it is, this is its actual shape.
Yes.
That said, in the light of the moonbeam, you can sort of see a ghostly flame burning where its neck should be. Very light, almost transparent, bluish green, kind of teal colored, you know. Anyway, it leaps forward out of the light of the nightmare, jumping the fire to come to ground right next to you, Jory, and then it attacks you with its battle axe.
God damn it. How did I know it was going to do that?
Which does hit, which is nice.
It's nice.
It depends on which end of the battle axe you are.
Nice. 23 damage.
Ouch.
It
That
does.
looks like a dead rabbit.
No, you're not dead yet, right?
4 hit points left.
See? You're just grievously wounded. But yeah, as the blade cleaves through the rabbit, Watts, it almost seems like the head stares at you instead of at its current targets. As it does, the body shimmers and seems to disappear, only to reappear right at you.
No. Nice.
Well,
No, don't
that's
target yourself. There you go. And it attacks once more with its battle axe.
Miss.
Whew, nice. Damn. Yeah, which you do manage to avoid. And it let's see, 5, 10, 15. It moves a few feet away as it regains.
Do I get an
control.
attack of opportunity?
You do not. It all happens too fast.
Okay. That's new, but I'll take it.
And that is its turn. Head's turn. Perfect. This one is coming at you, YOLO. It makes a chomp for the nearest arm. And it's not going to pull that off. So, alas for me. But, hooray for you.
Hooray!
Dory, it is your turn. You're bleeding from places that shouldn't be bleeding.
Yeah. Clear enough. I'm going to move first. Yeah, if I am going to move, I'm going to move, I guess, that way.
I should warn you that skull has not used its reaction, so that would open an attack of opportunity if you were to do so.
Would it? Yeah, all right. Well, in that case, never fucking mind.
If you have like Misty Step or something similar, you can get away without triggering an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't have that. I would have to, disengage?
Yep, that it takes an action, but that also would prevent an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. It would be a waste of my time to do it anyway. So instead, I'm just going to think.
Pretty sure that skull's midden damage can kill you right now. I don't remember which dice it rolled, but it was not small. So
no, it's D4, but it rolled 2D4. I think because of crit.
Right. Oh yeah, it was a crit. That's right. Okay, so you might survive a bite.
No.
Are you going to funnel yourself, sir, and heal some?
Yeah, I'm just yes, exactly. I'm currently trying to figure out whether I should lay hands on or cure wounds.
Generally, you can do more in a single turn with lay on hands, assuming you have, the pool available. But that's just my personal, paladin experience talking. So there's not like a tactical advice.
Replenishes when I take a long rest. Hit points equal to my paladin level times 5.
So 15, I think.
Which is like 15. And then my spell, which I forgot I had till I was looking at it here. 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier is not that high. Can't be that high. So anyway, I guess lay on hands is probably best. And
it's your con mod, by the way. Or charisma mod, I mean. Sorry.
Oh, my charisma mod is +4, but still, that's still 12 versus 15. So I will lay hands on myself for 15 points of damage.
All right, subtract 15 from your wounds in the combat tracker.
There we go.
Much better. You're only bleeding from a few places that shouldn't be bleeding.
Right. That, however, took my
main action. You still have a bonus action, though, right?
I do. I can't do anything really useful with my bonus action, though.
That's the paladin's curse, sadly. You might have a cantrip or something, though. Depending on how your character was rolled.
Yeah. So I can turn undead, but I think that takes a whole action.
That's an action. Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. How's that going to affect me?
Oh, you're
If I
different.
talk, I'm not.
You're one of the good
undead,
ones.
I'm mostly undead.
You're one of the good ones.
Yeah, you're technically undying, which is not quite the same thing as undead.
Yeah, it's mostly undead.
Right. Exactly.
And no, I can't do anything very useful with my bonus actions.
I mean, you did not die with your main action, though. That feels like a triumph.
Yeah. I'm not offended.
All right. I believe that
should
brings
be.
us back to you, Mr. Failing.
Well, all right. It's going to be a pretty quick one then. I'm going to move the circle down to the body so it gets cooked again. That should be within the 60 that it can be moved every turn with an action.
Yep. I just got to figure out how to get control of it again.
You might need to zoom in a little to actually get the selectee. The handle.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it wants to. Like it's. There's a trick to it, and I haven't figured it out, but I can do it this way instead, so that's fine. Like right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to cast a level 1 healing word. Let me target my healing target, and we'll see if this automates. Keep an eye on his health before and after the click. Oh,
Hey, it worked. Nice.
All right, 6 more health.
Yeah, I'm actually sad you don't have one of your mods that was working. All the magic items.
Yeah, I didn't uninstall it, so something about the latest update invalidated it. Probably
And
just
I'm
needs
going
be
to
patched.
move to that location, and that's it. I'm gonna click the dragon.
You're up.
How bad are you, Jory? How bad does he look?
Actually, at this point, he doesn't look that bad at all. Little
Oh,
scrapes
well.
and cuts, you know.
Yeah, I don't need to use any of the heal spells that we put on the spell
No.
or the ring of spell storing.
Nope.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's what sucks is because right now it has it equipped, so I could like click the use power button and everything like that, but it doesn't like it used to show me what spells we put onto it.
Oh, that's
Like
too
I
bad.
know that they were all healing spells, but I can't remember if it was like cure moderate wounds or whatever that we had available to us.
You could probably ask the AI in chat. I don't know if I don't remember how well it transcribed that one, but in theory, it has that information.
Yeah. So seeing
Which
that
reminds me, it's too late now, but I forgot to start that.
oh no.
I'll just have to transcribe the YouTube. It's fine.
Seeing that the skull isn't actually my primary target, according to the wiser folk in my party, or the more observant, I'm going to clear off. Yes, inviting an attack of opportunity if it must. But I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a chance to chomp on you. Pressure chomp.
What is it? A Pac-Man?
All right. That one goes like that.
There we go.
Oh, that's a miss.
This is going to try to bite at me, and I'm going to be like, fuck you! And this guy's riding on a horse, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try to attack his horse.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to move you there. And the reason
you.
for that is that way you won't be in the moonbeam and accidentally take friendly fire.
Oh, that would be very nice. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very much what's the word? Privileged with Nimbus.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah, I'll attack his leg, but honestly, I want to attack the horse. I'm attacking the horse.
Okay.
I'm
Boom.
gonna critical hit the horse.
Yes, you are. Look at you. Roll me some damage.
Nice.
Plus 10.
No.
Except no.
Sadly,
Wait, is the nightmare undead? Because I attacked the horse.
you did attack the horse, and it did not seem to take any extra necrotic damage, as far as you could tell.
Okay. But I will take my extra 10 temp, right?
Yeah, because you critted. You mean? Yes, absolutely.
Holy shit!
So did it do that damage? It did.
Blood and souls for Ariok. I cry.
So you want to roll insight for me, really quick?
The first thing I learn, even without having rolled the insight, is that perhaps saying blood and souls for Ariok within this fantasy world is not actually, maybe a good idea. Yeah, I think that's all I got out of that, is that maybe crying blood and souls for Ariok isn't a good idea. I'm very distracted on that right now.
Yep. Wait, should I have said that? Yeah. All right. Well, moving on. Did you have anything else that you wanted to do? Do you have a bonus action or anything like that?
No, I'm a barbarian, a martial class. Martial classes aren't really known for their bonus actions. I mean, sure, I could rage or I could use magical awareness, I guess. But no, I don't think I will, in fact, use my insight.
And we're not to the point where you can use your bonus action to punch it again.
Not yet. No.
All right, Watts, it is your turn.
I mean, Watts was watching what happened there. Maybe he can roll an insight where I failed as the barbarian.
Okay, so I'm going to do a spell pip. I'm going to see if this system will actually do it for me automatically. And skadoosh. Miss. Oh well.
Oh, damn.
Wait, since these guys are, undead, would they take damage if I tried to heal them?
You'd have to try to know.
I don't know that it works like that in D&D.
Previous generations.
There's as I say, there's a AD&D / early 2.0 period where healing magic, holy water, and turn undead were all potentially lethal to undead creatures.
Neat.
There's actually a deal in Final Fantasy, I believe it was 3 in America, 6 over there. If you used a Phoenix down on the undead train, it insta-killed it.
Ah,
nice. That's funny. I never tried that. That's funny.
Yeah, you could do that, but why not just suplex it?
Yeah, right.
Oh, but there's something that's satisfying about throwing feathers at someone's face. And
Yep.
with it.
That's true.
Okay,
Come to think of it,
that's
there's a lot of
nightmare.
enemies you can kill like that. It's just expensive.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Con save. That's a fail. You want to roll me some damage, sir?
Yes. Going to roll that one. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that feels like he what's the word I'm looking for? He writhes in the fire of the light Wow, that sounds like what's that fucking poem about Lincoln? Anyway, he arrives in the moonlight, ghostly fire dancing across him, before he shoots forward, to deal with you directly. Dun dun dun, and I want to do. There you are. Battle axe. That's a miss.
Well, that's good.
Thankfully, he gets another one though. That is also a miss.
Surprising.
I think he shook, man.
So he probably moved out of the way too quickly for an attack of opportunity, I'm assuming?
Nope. Actually, you would have had an attack of opportunity that time. So if you want to take it, by all means.
I just wanted to make sure you were done first doing your thing. Not so fast. Here's another crit.
Jesus Christ, Crit King. What the fuck, man?
You sure you installed the right mods?
Yeah, right? What is this mod? YOLO crits? What is this?
Do I get another chance at that insight roll?
Not this time. No.
Yeah, I can see why. This was all like, what do you call it? Body reaction, muscle memory.
Right,
Guys moving out of the
exactly.
way. Take the opportunity now.
Yep, you weren't focusing on the same thing exactly.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough.
Okay, that is his turn. Heads up. Dun, 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 dun. You go like that. You go like that. You go like that.
YOLO would have had, or no, Jory would have had an attack of opportunity.
Jory, absolutely.
Jory.
Absolutely. I guess you're Norse now. Jory absolutely would have had an attack of opportunity there. So if you would like to smack if you'd like to croquet mallet that skull as it goes by, you have that option, sir.
Yeah, I would like to accelerate it on its way.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah, just barely too. So bonk, get on going. Here, all right. Do I get to roll some damage for that? Looks like
You sure do.
bludgeoning. Bad.
Wham! Okay, so that was 11 damage. Hold on, let me remove that. But that is important because if I go that way, then you end up like that. So what actually happens? Let me back this up a little bit. As he breaks away, you smash the skull. Oops, sorry, that was that way. My bad. You smash the skull. The skull goes careening to the ground, bouncing across it like an empty, hollow skull that had just been smashed by a hammer that somehow didn't break apart wood.
Sure.
So like a plastic decoration, right?
Yeah.
But when it does, the body of the knight here seems to immolate from the inside out in ghostly teal fire until it is nothing but a pile of ashes. The skull lies inert on the ground. Everything around you seems calm for the moment.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna send you out. See, it's a croquet joke.
I see.
I'm gonna look at you funny for that one.
Now someone's got to take care of the sticky wicket. That's a cricket joke.
Dig it.
Only because you didn't lick it, sir.
My inventory says I have a willow ore in my box here. I could just switch out to the ore and we could play cricket.
No, don't
I
be
got one of those
poor.
too, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
I guess
so
we can turn
there's
this
now
into
a-
Shaun of the Dead.
So we now have a pile of ash and a skull.
And inert skull, and it is your turn, Jory.
Oh yeah, I guess it still is. So can I come over and pick up the inert skull?
It does seem that that is the thing that you could do.
All right, I'm going to do that. And then,
Okay.
yeah.
You step up to the skull. You pick it up. Are you going to Yorick it, look it in the eyes? Excuse me, it's a Cyclopean skull, to be fair. Anything you're going to do to that skull?
Stick it on a pig pole.
No, I was going to stick it in my infinite box. I was going to open up my box of storage and put it in it.
The box refuses to store the item.
Oh no, my item box of holding won't take the skull?
I don't think it's dead.
Didn't we confirm that it only takes the dead? So that means the skull's not dead.
That is, I mean, I don't know about your conclusion, but your observations about things you have seen in the past are absolutely on point.
Stick it on a pig pole and tie it down with leather. We'll ask it questions and learn wisdoms from it.
Don't care to do that last bit with it, but you all did just see me try to stick it in the box and it not go there.
We mean you don't care for the last bit of it.
What knowledge will this impart to me that I care for?
That's exactly what you don't know.
And I don't know, and I don't care.
Fair.
Then let me stick it on a pig pole and tie it down.
All right, come here, Randy. I'm going to walk over and I'm going to
I'm
hand.
just frozen. It's not my turn.
I'm going to walk over and hand him my skull. Hand him the skull. Here, dude, you want this? It won't let me put it in my box. I figure we should probably do something with it. Otherwise, that body's going to come back and like try to do shit to us again, and that will be lame. But I hit it pretty hard and it didn't break. You guys have any ideas? Like, I don't know that doing damage to it is, do damage to it. Maybe we have to do something else.
Well, I mean, there's also the infernal elevator over there.
I
That's
think you
true.
got to throw it in.
Do you want to go fucking Mordor this shit?
Yeah.
Throw it in the fires of the Wonkavator.
Well, yeah, but give me a second first. If we're out of combat order,
You are not, actually. It is technically still Jory's turn.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I will say the same thing to Watts and Phelan, because we're all within shouting distance. Look, I don't know what's going to happen with that ash pile over there. Phelan, maybe you can do something to it to make
Concentrate it. Wait, aren't you a monk? Concentrate it. Concentrate that ash pile. Concentrate.
Consecrate.
That's the word. Consecrate. That's the word.
Consecrate.
To my knowledge, she's not that kind of paladin.
Shit, I can turn it? Is it undead? Here, I'm going to turn the skull. I think I can do that. Hold on.
I'm gonna hold it tight since he handed it to me. And
I can. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, you are a paladin. You should be able to turn undead.
Divine power, that's emissary of peace. Rebuke the violent is my other thing. This button says turn undead.
press that button.
You know what? I don't think I get turn undead. I think instead I get emissary of peace and rebuke the violent.
Yep, that
We
is
may not be
correct.
high enough level.
No, he doesn't have. He doesn't have turn undead. He doesn't. He's not that kind of paladin.
Not the kind of paladin.
Yep.
If he hurts you, if that spell of ash hurts you, I can immediately hurt him back.
Yep. My paladin in another campaign. Likewise, I can turn fae or fiends, but I can't turn undead.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, no.
It's that school of thought process. That makes sense.
I can't turn it. Yeah. I don't know what we want to do with this, but I have the feeling that it's just going to come back. Like, can we scatter these ashes?
Like that cat that just won't stay away, just comes back the very next day.
Came back.
And yeah, you thought it was a goner, but cat came back. Yeah. Anyway,
We're not showing our age at all with that joke.
yes, I too went to summer camp. Yeah, I'll shout over to Phelan. Hey, scatter those ashes. Can you scatter those ashes?
Sure.
Actually, I was wanting to go through the ashes in case there was loot in the ashes.
I also don't really care much about that. I'm not standing in a proper square here.
Well, have no fear. I'm the designated grave robber.
Yeah, and I guess that's all I'm gonna do.
All right.
Oh, I should have clicked those dragon.
I think I'm gonna tell me about the ash. How big a pile does it look like? Just straight loose ash?
It's pretty big, like maybe a bag of concrete's worth.
Okay.
Enough you could cup in your hands, you're saying?
Way more than that. Yeah.
Oh, way more than that.
Yeah,
Big,
a sack
big
of concrete, dude. Like a 10-pound bag of concrete, you know?
Yeah. Yes. I was just talking about cupping the ash.
Mm. You know, I mean,
There's
some
not enough
people
junk in the
appreciate
trunk for that.
a lovingly cupped ash. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move my moonbeam over the ash.
Yeah.
And start working on getting my ore out of the bag of holding so I can use that to kind of smack and spread it around without having to touch it much.
Alrighty.
You're gonna go in, don't stay in long. And that should keep it cooking for now.
Not you, yeah, good idea.
And that'll be it for my turn.
You
All
like
right.
stir it so it gets maximum coverage, right?
Yeah.
With a stick, just
Yeah.
from outside of the moonbeam. You just stir the ash.
It's gonna take an action to move the moonbeam, and then it's probably also an action to get my ore out. So it's probably going to be a couple turns before I get to spreading.
Sure.
Willow, the skull in your hand seems oddly warm all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put it in my iron pot.
Yep.
I'm gonna strap down that iron pot onto my willow ore and wield the skull that way.
Does the
Okay.
ore cover the mouth of the pot?
What?
Does the ore cover the mouth of the pot completely?
Well, no. So it's like I tied the pot and everything together, and then I stuck the
Pot has a lid, I assume. Yeah.
the pot's lid tied together to the
Nice.
ore, so that then I can hold it sort of like a what would you call it? Like a
Hobo bit.
hobo build. That's exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to call them hobos. But yeah, since it's out there now, hobo bindle. Thank you, Jory. Yeah, and then I will inform everybody that it is getting hot.
That's right, Snipe Hunter.
The Hobo Bill Baggins Adventures? Okay. I mean,
And
that's the
then
weirdest thing I've ever heard.
I'm Hobo Baggins. Yeah.
I'm going to make my way toward the Farfignugan fire, but I want to take the long way because fucking I don't want it to get anywhere near that body. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ashes of
So
the old-
you're gonna what's what I'm looking for? You're gonna do that thing where you double your movement.
Oh yeah, I can dash. Totally.
I think where you double your movement, or hire a poor person to deliver your food.
Yep,
Well,
there we go.
Well, if you're dashing, then somebody's hiring. Anyway, never mind.
But yeah, you should also you should bring that skull along with me in my hobo bindle pot.
Well,
You want me to carry the bindle?
No. While I'm walking, I'm going to be whispering obscenities to the skull and threats that if you come back and you're not helpful to us, I will make sure that you spend your entire life as a codpiece. Other things like that.
Can I urinate in your?
all right. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Can I roll? No, I already did too many actions. I was going to say roll an intimidation on the skull.
I mean, at this point, while it's warm, it still seems to be pretty inert. So I don't know if that would matter.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Watts, it is your turn.
Fill the pot with hot water.
Well, you could probably fill the pot with some water. That would be interesting. I wonder, can you waterboard a skull?
Oh, I can drown. Some hot water, you know.
I mean, it's apparently an
Swear
ethical
by
means
all
of
you
torture.
guys. Okay. I'm gonna go to the edge of the moonbeam. Is there anything that I can see at this distance that is noticeable about the ash? Does it just look like a pile of ash?
It looks like a pile of ash. Every once in a while, you get the impression that maybe some of it is smoldering. Like you can see, a glimmer of red illumination now and again. But that might also just be a trick of the eyes.
Pissing it.
Okay.
It.
What was that?
I was telling him to piss in it.
You're not wrong.
Already
You
considered,
see?
yeah.
I got 10 gallons of water right here with your name in it.
And stir the ashes, right?
Congratulations. I'm doing create water on it.
Okay. It is now, a sort of soggy, damp slurry of ash. It's spread out a bit.
Send it out some.
Indeed.
Okay. I got nothing else. Okay, head.
The head remains inert. It is still slightly warmer if you touch the side of your pot there. But like not even saucepan on simmer, like just slightly warm. Jory, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I still have that. I know what's wrong. I still have that. There you go. Okay. I was drawing funny lines between me and the skull.
Oh yeah.
Sure enough. Okay, I have a stick, I'm sure. I'm gonna spread around these ashes more. Just smear them all out.
Yep, just smoosh them around. I mean, sure, absolutely, no problem.
Yeah, cool. Just make sure they're all like evenly spread, thin in this moonbeam, baked as baked can be. Ash unturned. Not gonna pee on them.
You could throw down gold or sugar, and then if the Doulahan is still alive, force him to count it all.
Gulp.
Yeah, grains of rice, right?
Yep, all.
Um,
You guys were going Norse, rocks on a beach.
Well,
You know,
since the Doolan is Irish in nature, I would assume gold pieces because all Irish Fae are obsessed with gold.
Wow.
It's a cultural thing.
He said Faye, but I was about to say wow, and then he fairies. Oh, so wait a minute. But yeah. So is this? Wow.
That's Irish.
It's Irish.
It's Irish Fae.
What? Salt?
Oh, what was that?
Does Watts have? Do you have some salt, Watts? Like a bag of salt?
You probably have some salt. I don't know that you've got enough to like make a circle, but you have salt.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can
Yeah,
make like
I have salt, but not that much.
That's too bad. I was gonna say we can make like a ring around, and then like a ring around the skull. Maybe. I feel like we got to do something to the skull.
I mean, the skull flies. So
Oh shit! So yeah, ring and it'll just fly away. I mean, right now it's
I have
Ah.
a question.
The skull.
What would happen if you dunked that skull in a barrel of holy water?
yeah, that might be a
That
good
might be
call.
interesting.
yeah, I could see that being problematic for an undead anything.
I'd be willing to do
you
that.
see, I think at least one of us, if not all of us, got a barrel of holy water in our box.
Interesting.
Oh,
That sounds awesome. And you know what? That might even be a reasonable means to get this guy to act like a Mortimer to our, merry band of fools.
Yeah, I don't have it. I do have a never fiery coal. We could probably just drop that into your pot with it and then shake it around every day.
It doesn't seem to
Ooh,
worry
very
about
nice.
fire too much, though.
It's
That's
like
true.
undead popcorn.
I'm just anytime to try to get a Morty in the party.
Yeah, I think I think I've done all that I can.
I loved that guy. That guy was good.
What was one of the best characters in that game?
Yes, but he was not good. He was not.
I didn't say sus as fuck, but yeah.
Actually, his alignment is chaotic good. He is
Fair.
sus as fuck, but he's
He is sus as fuck.
everything he does is basically for you, even the sus of fuck as fuck.
Yeah. He's just not the friend you think he is, but that doesn't mean he's not your friend.
Exactly.
He's the friend you need, just not the friend you want.
Oh yeah,
That's actually kind of true. Yeah.
sometimes you need a sociopath, I guess.
Mort's not a sociopath. Fucking Ignis is a sociopath.
Oh, for sure. Straight up. That's
I still-
a fair cop. We are way far out of the tangent, but that is a fair cop.
I want to find the book of Sussefuck. Right? I'm sure there was one, the Greeks wrote about the guy. Oh, don't ever give Sussefuck fucking money.
Feigned skeptic sus as fuck.
Yep. Who invited Sussefuck? Why did he show up at the party? God. All right, anyway.
All right, Fairly, what you gonna do?
That is a good question because we're kind of sitting in limbo, seeing what we're going to do with that skull, or otherwise.
Well, I had an idea, but
If
I
we're
kind of
gonna
like
holy
your guys'
water, right?
idea better. Yeah.
Not items. No, I'm clicking the wrong window. Hold on. I think I might have one of those things, a holy water you were talking about. Inventory. Was it a barrel of holy water?
It was listed as holy water barrel.
I think one of us is the owner of that. I am not.
Yeah, Watts has it, right?
Aha.
I think though, if I've been able to get the ore out by this point, I'm gonna take some of that slurry and fling it away from the rest to keep it separated.
Keep them separated. Ha.
Pretty much.
Sorry.
It'll make it that much harder to T1000.
I'm sorry. What were you going to do?
Get my ore out, scoop a big ol' wet pile of ash, and fling it away from the rest of the mass. So it has a much harder time trying to T1000.
Got it. Okay.
Walk in, fling it, and then walk back out. So I'm not in the cook zone.
Yep, I totally get you. Hold on, let me get back into the right.
I think we've got the ash sorted out. Any progress on the skull?
I need to get all the way over to the to that Wonka Vader from hell.
Gotcha.
But I did like that waterboarding with holy water idea. I mean, I've always wanted a Mortimer in the party.
It's not a good way to get ahead in the game.
Actually, a great way to get ahead in the game.
I think wouldn't it be better if like one of us got disembodied like that and we carry the head?
No. Also, interesting question for everybody to solve while I'm running over and doing my turn, which won't actually be that long, is how long do my temporary hit points stay?
Oh, they'll last till the end of the combat.
Really?
A long rest, isn't it?
I mean, it doesn't say that.
Pretty sure it's like 10 minutes or something like that. It's not particularly long, if I recall.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a dash to the Wonka Vader from hell. Maybe it's like scoring a football. That's how you say that, right? Making a touchdown.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You laugh because it's the exact opposite. If I bring it over there, the entire world burns.
No, I was laughing at the sports ball analogy. Yeah, see, I was right. They disappear once the combat ends.
They do? Sad.
All right. Man. Oop.
So it's like tied to endorphins or something like that. Like, how does the magic work?
Yeah, that's funny because what I read right now, there isn't an explicit rule for the sword's temporary hit points. It's basically unless temporary hit points say otherwise, they expire at the end of combat.
So it's a rule within a rule. Or sorry, it's they leave out any specificity because of the existence of this rule.
We carry around an aggro skull with us, but it can't really do anything because it's in a pot that's tied to your ore. Do you just stay tertiarily combat all the time? And while that affects our movement rate and our turn, it doesn't really change anything else.
Well, see, that's exactly what I was going to say.
But we also
Okay,
have
so
to rest. You can't sleep when enemies are near.
yeah, don't let me stop you talking up on this rule. It turns out that may not be correct.
Oh, I was just theorizing.
Oh no, I was talking about temporary hit points.
Yeah. I was theorizing about the temporary hit points.
I need something that's actually Wizards of the Coast and not Wikipedia how. Because the only thing
my problem.
Yeah. The only thing Wikipedia how says is that temporary hit points represents an increase in your character's HP for a limited amount of time. Period. Either lasts
in-
until it depleted or until your character takes a long rest unless otherwise specified.
Yep. So in the Pathfinder SRD, they last for 24 hours. So there's all kinds of ambiguous shit.
Well, I mean, isn't that the beauty of D&D anyway? Is that it's really up for the DM and what they think would tell a better story?
It's true.
Oh, yep, and the expiring after combat is fucking Baldur's Gate. Okay, so I'm gonna play that as next time you rest, they go away.
Okay. Stay up forever and take
Short
exhaustion.
rest or long rest?
Let's go for long rest. That said, I do have one disappointing fact for you. Turns out they don't stack.
Oh,
Oh, you can't just keep soaking more and more and more.
Yep, you just swap every time you get a new set of temporary hit points.
I will change.
So, yep, so you in fact only have 10, but you do have 10.
Well, it's not.
They don't
You can
stack.
just sneeze at.
No, it's not. It's not. But what would have been something that would be outrageous is 30.
Well, the thing is, you could use it as a way to heal yourself in a sense. Like,
Yeah,
Only
you build
temporary.
a fake reservoir, simulated health bar.
yeah, something hits you for 10, you hit it back, you get 10 back. Back and
Right.
forth, back and forth.
Cycle of life. Exactly.
Or unlife in this case, but semantics.
All right. You got anything else you're gonna do there, YOLO?
No, I don't. I can't really do anything else. I dashed,
I dashed.
making a beeline
Okay.
to the Wonkavator from hell.
He's making a beeline for the Wonkavator.
Yep. I mean,
Pretty
you guys
sure
are
this-
pretty much. This is pretty much dealt with here, as far as you can tell.
Okay, let's see what my movement speed is. Speed of 30. Dash shovels that to 60. I'm not going to go through this foul crap because I'm pretty sure that'll hurt. So I'm going to go there, then from there.
I'm gonna go around the moonbeam, though, right?
Moonbeam will only work if I end my turn in it before, or it does
Yeah.
simply do.
Yeah, he should be fine to go through it.
It's the first time you enter it, or the beginning of your turn.
Oh, well, never mind then. Probably go around it.
Cancel that. So in that case, skadoosh. And then there's like the other 50 with me dashing.
There you go.
Just to be on the safe side. Okay, now that I'm within basically line of sight of the Wonkavator,
Yep.
what do I really see?
Yeah, it's kind of like a glass gazebo. It's got an open front door that's kind of like underneath a little like gabled mini roof. And then there's a larger, like I said, sort of like a gazebo roof with glass panels. It is roaring from the inside out with a deep reddish orange fire. The whole area dances with burning embers, and there are 4 smoking, hissing lanterns sort of hovering about the outside of the structure. If this were like a normal mundane structure, they would probably be mounted in place to light the area, but instead they're literally free floating and kind of like bobbing in the hot air of the fire. But they are also belching out fire of their own.
Oh. I'm not sure this is a good idea to throw it in there.
No?
I got feelings, but
I
not
mean-
good feelings.
They were sitting on top of it. You do have a point.
All right. As you are discussing this, Verde, the pan on the end of the ore begins to turn cherry red.
I knew it was going to do that.
There is, for lack of a better way to put it, there is a pulse that emits from it, and the entire area, the whole, like this, the air, the ground, the smoke, the fire, the embers, all of it shifts and collapses on itself as this pulse spreads out from the pan on the end of your ore there. Whatever is happening in that pan seems to be having an effect on the environment you are in.
Yeah, now I have a good inkling we should put it back in the place that it's like instead of infecting the rest of this area.
It is your turn, Joy.
This looks very hot.
I was going to go join the other adventurers. If I have to dash, I shall, but I'm pretty sure I can do it with my bunny hop. I'll rabbit hop. Walk at least 5 feet. I can hop, rolling a d12, moving that feet in the direction of my choice. And that doesn't cost movement, so we're going to go. These squares are a little weird. Are these 5-foot squares?
Yes.
Cool. So my speed is what? 35, I think. Let's double check that.
I believe it's 30.
30. It's 30. So let's back it off to 30. And then I'm going to roll 1d12. That's this one. Boink. And go an extra 6 feet.
Nope, one more tile.
Yeah. And Watts is right there. Watts is you're headed towards the gazebo, right, Watts?
Yeah.
And then Verde is way over there, has the skull. I assume we're all trying to vector to meet up over there. So I guess that's where I'll stay. Boop.
Million.
It seems like we're all kind of going the same direction. So I'm gonna probably move to here. And yeah, probably throw the skull in the elevator. Makes sense.
Going down.
Um,
Can't practice. That's what we're gonna say.
Other than that, not really much else to do, so I'll just pass it along.
All right.
I guess I'll take a dodge action in case something comes up and attacks me.
Fair enough. There is a peal of thunder and rain begins pouring down across the field. It does nothing to the fire.
I like the effect. I see that. I run up before the thing and I look about to see if there is, perhaps a spot for this guy.
No, I mean, there is a man-sized door that is open to raging fires within, but there isn't like a specific, like a niche or alcove or anything like that.
Yeah. Taking a peek into that door, what do I see?
Fire.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna throw the pot and the ore into the door, and then I'm gonna close that door with the pot and pan guy in there.
If you are to reach through the fire to close the door, you would, in theory, come in contact with that flame. Is that a thing you're willing to do, or is that a thing you're trying to avoid?
Ah. Huh. You know, I would like to avoid that, but I don't think I am.
In theory, you
Oh.
could, for example, hook the door with the oar and like mostly close it. You know what I mean? Like with the pot on the other side.
Yeah. Getting up on the other side is absolutely worth the while. The oar's gonna catch fire though.
Certainly. I mean, assuming it's a real fire, but it certainly feels like a real fire to you.
Yeah, exactly. So even if I were to get the door mostly closed, I would still eventually have to touch some fire anyway, yes?
I mean, yeah, at a bare minimum, if you could like get the door mostly closed, you would have to deal with the fact that the ore itself was burning in the door jamb and the door, has been sitting in a fire, so presumably it's very hot.
Yeah, this sucks for everybody. But I don't know if there's enough time for our maged friends with their hands of ghostliness to do anything about this. So I'm gonna have to take one for the team. Throw the pot, and the pan, and the ore into there, and close the door as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah. So you throw your head on a stick contraption into the fire, reaching through the scorching flames, which do catch the edge of your clothing alight. As you do so, then you grab the door by the handle and pull it closed. There is a smell of burning meat, and your hand definitely gets intensely, like painfully hot. But as you pull it away from the handle, there's no actual damage.
Ow. Well,
However, about 4 seconds later, everything goes dark. The ground becomes. Whoop, that disabled lighting. That's not what I wanted. You want that. There we go. Except for the fires. Everything grows hazy and indistinct. And again, there's that warpage of space that you felt when you were first wrenched here. And again, the sort of like visual artifacting that doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. But that you have seen twice now. And you find yourselves back in the Amber Temple. Let me pull that map up and move you guys back.
While it's doing the artifacting thing, could I do like an investigation on it? Or maybe Arcana to...
Absolutely do it.
well, I if I were to look at it, I would think that it was like what happens when you bring one model over from one map to another, like from one instance to another. Wow, Watson nailed that. Yeah, right.
No, the joke I was going to make is, it sounds to me like those people who take DMT and stare at the laser on
them. Exactly, that's funny. Watts, can you also roll insight for me, please?
He did. He just. Oh, okay. No, never mind.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So the warpage of space that you see preceding the artifacting, you can tell both from like, things about fictional RPG magic systems and things you know about how D&D's magic work, you figure is probably an actual warpage of the weave rather than of space, because of the slight differences in what you see versus what you feel. So basically, great magic at work would be your guess. In terms of the artifacting, it doesn't actually look like video game artifacting the way I originally described it, you realize, but it's really similar, except that when you see those like blocky pixels that look like they were from a couple of frames ago in a video game, in this case, you realize they seem like they're pixels from a different image entirely, as if they're like tiny windows into different spaces completely. However, none of them are big enough to really discern anything useful.
Could I reach into one?
If it happens again, yes, but this time you didn't have time.
Gotcha. And now we're back in a poorly lit room of I do not like this room.
Yeah, I can't actually see where we're at, and I zoomed all the way out.
I don't think it's registering or light light sources.
Yeah, no, it's because I need to do, I think, that question mark. Did that help at all? No, it's just not recognizing the lights. What the hell, man?
It's all dark in here, and I even have dark vision.
Are we even on the right map? I think I'm still on the last map.
No, you're not. You're on the right map. Here, I'll even reshare it. That better?
We're on
there. That's the right map.
This map is correct.
Yeah, Verda, you're in the wrong spot, and I can't seem to fix you. It pisses me off.
the grid lines are off center. Remember?
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
Oh,
the other
what the
wall
fuck?
stops you. Yeah, hold on. I gotta replace your shit because it put you in a weird spot. There we go.
I remember you complaining about that last time because it's like it drew the grid for you. Great.
Yep.
Poorly.
Can I actually fix that? Hey, there is this thing here. Oh god, it literally moves it one pixel at a time. Hold on, I'm fixing the grid.
Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta do it one pixel at a time. Oh,
Almost.
yeah. I was gonna say. Also, it's off and it's bothering me. You should not have called.
Yeah, right. All right, hold on. I've almost got this.
There.
Nice. That's better.
Nope. I was right the first time. Okay. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get.
All right.
It's sufferable.
There we go. Definitely better. All right.
Yeah.
Once again, the place is empty and quiet. The casket no longer has its fog. Inside is a headless skeleton wearing black plate mail.
Does it have any
Okay, guys, be
identifying
comfortable.
marks
I'm
or
going to take
names?
10 minutes to identify this ritual style.
All right.
Sorry.
I guess while he's doing that, I'll detect magic.
Okay. The temple itself has a magic aura. It isn't like something that you would associate with a particular school of magic, so much as like it's probably was constructed with magical techniques, but like not spells, maybe? Question mark.
Like it's made of
Otherwise,
the weave, essentially.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But otherwise you don't detect like a magic item, like the armor seems mundane. Watson, likewise, it is in fact just black enameled plate mail armor.
Okay. With where we're at, it could have been anything.
For sure.
I said it wasn't anything, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
All right, and we are not in combat. That said, I do need to give you guys credit for that fight.
I wonder.
Hi, Wanda.
You know, that fire didn't exactly hurt. I wonder what it'd been like to actually, like, jump in.
Jump in the fire.
Yeah.
Jump in.
Yeah.
Jump in the fire.
I wonder if that's a good way to egg this out.
Yeah, it's a good question.
This feels
Alright,
that sounds like a really bad idea, and I can't tell you why.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I wouldn't do it. It's just like my hand's burnt.
Give you your XP for that right now.
Is my hand on fire? Or not on fire, but like
Burnt?
very severely burnt? No.
No, in fact, it doesn't seem to be burned at all. The only thing that's odd about it, in fact, is that there is an absolutely what's the word I'm looking for? Conspicuously there that wasn't there before. Sigil or rune on the palm of your hand in the skin, colored red.
Well, what the fuck is that? I was a librarian.
Yep, it's jagged and like what's the word I'm looking for? Crude. Your guess is that it would be very old, potentially maybe draconic.
Maybe draconic. Maybe.
Be abyssal. You have your helm on though, right?
Of course, that's what I got back. I traded for that.
Yeah. So when you look at it, it's not that you actually see a word. You still see the original glyph. However, you are aware that the glyph's meaning is warranted.
Warrington?
Warranted. Whatever
Yeah.
that means. Yeah.
Huh.
It's so he's warranted to do something.
Yeah, like what does that mean? Like he's does warranted mean that he's like backed by some power?
A better connotation would perhaps be officially given permission.
Mm.
Okay. That was the sense I was taking it in when I was like, warranted, right? You were
Warranted for
allowed to do something. Yeah. Someone had, that's what I meant by backed by a power, but yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. I wonder what that is that you're allowed.
Well, from what I remember of this place in the normal playthrough, you would go to the idols and you'd make a deal with whatever was trapped there, and it would give you a boon of some sort.
That's true.
So
you know that from what you guys played.
Yep. So you could have been given a additional gift. Check your character sheet. This would have been something that should have caused it to be updated.
Character sheet does not seem to be updated.
Huh. Maybe system query yet? Then again, we are like 3 systems away from where we originally were summoned to.
Oh boy, roll insight.
Okay. One moment. Rolling. All right, there you go.
Boom.
It's not on his character sheet, but you can tell from his comprehend languages that the sigil means he's been warranted. That tells you that he's probably been given a silent Bob.
Oh, right. Of course.
A silent what?
A silent Bob. So, like, when we used to work, when we were working on Auto Assault, we didn't have ways to flag your character record. For a long time, we were like, how can we tell what you've done? And, other than like we just had no way. So we came upon the idea of Bob on your character, which was an item that went into your inventory but took up 0 inventory, had no visual representation. So no icon, no inventory space, no weight. We can put them infinitely on your character. So we would put silent Bobs on your character whenever we wanted to track something that you had done or that had happened to you. In this case, warranted, whatever that means.
Huh.
An air tag. An air tag you can't see.
Yeah, as a bit of trivia, it's where Revival's tags and flags idea came from.
Which are now, by the way, not gonna say we did it, but that idea is literally integrated into Unreal as a core feature.
Nice.
Yeah, Unity 2 at this point. Yep. They're not programmable the way that Revivals were, but because the architecture's there, you could make them programmable.
Yeah, exactly. They're a core architecture, though, in that they're the smallest bit of data that you can refer to, that you can hang on basically anything and use to create taxonomy.
No more haggling with engineers to get fucking bit flags.
Yeah, they're built in.
Exactly. Only took 20 years of my career, but that's fine.
That's normal.
I'm going to make a taxonomy out of all these data record content.
So wait,
Now you know.
are all these blank spaces in my inventory probably important then?
No. No, a silent Bob is invisible to the player. Yeah, that is the way out. Absolutely. Those blank entries are just blank entries.
Warranted for what?
Warranted for what and by whom as well? I would
by whom
imagine we were kind of locked in here in a sort of separated space because we set up the mechanism that separated us off into here. There is something contained in here, whether it was a prison for that entity we just dealt with, or if that entity we just dealt with was a checkpoint to be able to activate other things in here, is kind of the question. Because I'm wondering if now that you're warranted, you have access to the rest of this facility.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Hey, Omba.
Hey, what?
What time?
Oh, it's midnight, you guys. Hold on a second. I happen to be sitting over here in the legendary Neurotoxins Twitcheroo. So let's do some typing. Boop. Da, 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 da. All right. Hey everyone, watching the legendary Neurotoxin show. I'm gonna take a minute to hawk some shit that is awesome. Look, myself and my friend Snipe Hunter here, we do art, and some of that art includes like role-playing game writing and video game writing and things like that. And we have ourselves a Patreon, and people that go to that Patreon and kick down on the regs so that Snipey and I can make art earn themselves, amongst other things, they earn themselves a weekly praise, a shout out, a toast, a laudation indeed. And they should be chuffed, those people, because they are in fact patrons of the arts. And you could be too if you went to that link. But right now, we're going to say to those people, they should be chuffed. And thanks.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you, and beat you.
Indeed.
Cheers.
Glorious.
Cheers. Good stuff.
All right. I think I actually want to call the session here, though, guys.
That's fine. This is probably a appropriate break point.
Yeah. And also, there's a thing I want to do.
Is it what?
There's a thing I want to do before we play next. I tried to do it this time and it fucked up, so I was irritated. But I had tried to do an animated map for that fight, and it didn't import correctly.
Oh.
So there's another animated map, and I want to try to make sure I can get that to work before we play
Gotcha.
next. That's it.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right, well,
I'm excited for
good
it.
job. You guys earned yourself fucking 3,000 XP on that CR8 fight. You CR3 party, you.
Yeah.
I mean, I did roll 3 criticals.
Yeah, you kind of smashed that thing.
Yeah, man. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, it's
Not only
good
did I
because
almost
that
die-
thing basically could have 1-2 shot at everybody.
Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
an actual full Dullahan?
That actually, it was. I took a base Dullahan and then I modified it for what I was going for, which was in 5e. Normally, the Dullahan starts without its head. Then you reduce it to a particular amount of HP, and then it triggers a thing that can potentially summon its head. But I wanted the joint attack mechanic to be the thing that you guys fought with, so I retuned it to start with the assumption that it starts with its head, and then created the mechanic of, well, you have to like, you can't kill the head, but killing the head is what kills the Dullahan, and then that's sort of the puzzle that you guys were dealing with at the end there.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys, not only did I almost die once, but I technically almost died twice. I just have a power that lets me.
Yeah, you have a capacitor,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
My special power is straight up that I can cheat. Once per long rest. So.
Oh yeah, and if you had gotten petrified, that would have sucked because you'd have been out of the
Paralyzed.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, petrified is dead essentially.
Oh no, you were petrified, to be clear. It's just petrification takes 2 turns.
Well, yeah, but in full petrification, you can't even attack or nothing. Like, you're fucked.
Yep, you would have been out of the fight. You would have been a statue.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I understand correctly, it depends on what type of petrification for the long term. So I know there's some petrifications that are permanent, then there's some that are only for like X
Yeah.
amount of time.
Right. That one was permanent. Well, that one was permanent until dispelled, to be fair. You could have done it's literally a dispel or the paladin version of that.
I don't have it.
Restoration.
Yep, I don't have rest. No, I left.
Likewise, a potion of depetrification, which is probably the cheapest way to deal with that. But you guys would have had to lug a statue somewhere you could get one.
Yeah.
Exactly. All I'm saying is that could have gone terribly twice. And once it didn't, because I got the cheat power.
Right. Yep. That's what isekai protagonists are all about, though, right?
That's right. Yeah, for sure.